van because I left my door open, and at the house that I was just at doing all this work, they have outdoor cats, and they're all in my van a few minutes ago. And it was funny because I was putting all my stuff away and putting the stuff away here because I'm potentially going to have to come back here tomorrow one more time though, which is not bad for all the stuff I've been doing. And dude, we had a whole bunch of cats in here, and I was like thinking like how'd they get right here in the front, because I have this whole wall back here. I'm thinking, oh, maybe they jumped it over top. I have a hole at the bottom on the corners of these that I never realized before until I just had those cats in here. Silly little cats. So guys, I figured we can go stop over at the airport. I wanted to just go check out the winds, but I don't really know how it's gonna be. All right. Man, I wanted to go flying so bad. Today's weather is so perfect right now, but I actually have another job that I have to go worry about in another hour from now. So really, that's why I just want to stop at the airport, because it'll make me feel good that I was there. I love being there, of course. And then we're just gonna go stop at home. So yeah, like I said, guys, I really do enjoy doing these little vlogs. You know, I like come on here and do these YouTube lives. I literally just got done work. I don't look my best, which is fine. This is what I typically look like, you know, when I'm working every day. You know, I have my normal work outfit, you know, and then I have my flying clothes, and I have my regular clothes that I would typically wear out. But you know, I used to spend so much money on clothes, but I don't do that anymore. I feel like that was a younger phase that I went through, but I'm glad that I'm not really into that kind of stuff anymore. You know what, guys? I don't think I want to go. Screw it. We are going to go to the airport, because even if I can't fly, I would like to at least go to the airport and check it out. It's always my favorite thing to do. But yeah, regardless, you know, like, what stinks is that I'm still out by one GoPro. Hopefully it's going to be home in the mail when I get there. I hate not having my helmet cam, because, like, you guys can't hear me doing all my talking and stuff when I'm really flying clearly, you know what I mean? So I want that fixed. I want it to be nice. You know, I like making YouTube videos, especially when we're flying, guys. Man, that sun glare is pretty brutal, though, right now. Wow, I have a lot of missed text messages right now. But yeah, so like I said, guys, we're headed to the airport. I wish that I had my paramotor and my glider, because the weather conditions are great, but I have no real time. Like, and I don't like to just bring the paramotor and have it like sit outside all day. That's definitely not what I'm all about. But man, I wanted to bring it, you know, and I always think about how I should always have it inside the van. But then I gotta take apart the hoop section to do that, which only takes a few moments. It's not like it takes a lot of time or anything, but it's just a lot nicer to keep it as a whole circle instead of always like breaking it down and stuff like that. All right, so let's eat one of these mints that get me going here. I just had a guy walking across the street here. All right. Have you guys ever heard of these before? I don't know what it is about them, but geez, like you eat one of these and I feel like it puts you in the zone. Like it makes you feel a little bit more alert. Dude, I bought these habanero ones. Didn't realize that they were spiced. I had to get them away. I'm not a big fan of like a type of mints or anything like this that are spicy. Like that's definitely not me. Wow, they got a kick to them though. Oh, yeah, you know, what a bummer, man. I could have totally have went and got my aircraft and glider and probably went right back to the airport here, which we're going to, but the problem is I don't have time. I gotta go clean and pick up dinner tonight. So like on the side, so there's a couple properties that like Lori and I basically property manage, and every so often we'll go in and we'll like do like a dusting, cleaning, you know, making sure everything looks good and whatever. And that's what we got to do today. Normally, Lori and I just do it together because we'll go in and we'll bust it out. You know, she'll like go do the bathrooms and stuff, all overlook the kitchen and living room area and stuff like that, all the bedrooms and the garages and stuff like that. It's all the basic stuff, you know. We do it like once every 2 weeks to once a month, you know. It depends on which properties that we're talking about here. But yeah, so normally though when we do this, like we'll like order out food when we go home. So tonight I've been wanting to eat this pizza from Mario's, right? It's a guy that I actually went to high school with that owns the place, so I think that's really cool, and I would like to just be supportive anyway. And I've read really good reviews about his pizza. It's called Mario's, so I want to try it. So I'm hoping that's where we get pizza tonight. Because normally when we get pizza and we're on the island, it's normally always Boardwalk Pizza, guys, because it is slamming. But, you know, it's so expensive, and it's kind of like a huge ripoff for, you know, the quality is great, but for the price, it's just like, man, it's pizza, you know? Wow, that's the weirdest van I've ever seen right here. I've never seen that. It's got to be brand new. Dang, that guy looked like a hoodlum. So right now, guys, we're almost there. I'll show you guys a little glimpse of where we're driving at. Boom. So right now, guys, we're heading to the airport. We're so close. So if you guys want, I can leave you guys in this view and I can show you the airport once we get there. Hopefully we'll see some airplane action going on at the airport today, because don't do it, kid, don't do it. Bicyclist. Dang, I don't even think that was a kid. Looked like a full-grown adult. So anyway, like I said, we're headed to the airport. We're almost there. I just figured that I'll show you guys the path till we get there. We're like literally about 2 minutes away, if that. Hopefully, we'll see some air traffic going on today. And really, I wish that we were flying. The weather conditions are great right now. It's like, but it's not worth it for me to race home, grab my gear, race back for like, what, 15 to 20 minutes, if that. And that's like my time to set up and everything. So like realistically, guys, there's just no way. Timing is not in my favor today. But that's okay. Work's always more important. I'm glad with all the work that I got done today. And tomorrow, I should have basically it all finished. Finished enough to where I don't have to go back there anymore. Oh, guys, we are so close. Yeah, I'm pretty tired too today, guys. I worked pretty hard today trying to get some work done, and you know, when I work on other people's job sites, man, I'm always trying to move. I'm trying to be fast. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to do really clean, good quality work too, you know. And some jobs that I do, like today when I'm doing interior, this requires slow work, tedious work, and you can't just blow through it. Like me being roughly a framer most of my life, you know, a lot of framing, I'm so used to doing it that to me it's like a robot work, consistent work. It's all very simple. All right, guys, so we're driving into the airport right now. We're getting there. Oh, that sun glare might not be good, so ooh, get to see how dirty my windshield really is. Dude, it's so funny because I drive a white van. Everyone thinks that that I have something to do with work, but they don't realize I'm just a paramotor pilot with a van. But you know, my whole life with all of these vehicles that I've ever owned, I've noticed, which is so funny, is that like the most common work vehicle color is white, right? Like it's a white pickup truck or it's like a white van, whatever. And it's funny because I cannot tell you how many times people thought that I was like working and doing stuff here at the airport, but people don't realize I'm here flying and having like the best time ever. All right, so right here is the gate. Dude, check it out, guys. The helicopter's not here. Where's the helicopter at? So, you know, normally when there's no helicopter too, we got to be very alert because the rule is here, guys, is if that helicopter isn't there, which it normally sits right there to the right, it has its own little cool parking spot, that means it's out rescuing somebody, saving people's lives. But the idea is they don't mind me being here, you know, which is really great, but the respect level of when they're flying in here, they don't want to see me in the air, in the airspace of the airport, right? So like, meaning it's more of just a respect thing because it's not a law here or anything, but they could throw me out of the sky, right? Or I could cause them to veer off and accidentally have them in an accident, right? That's something that we don't ever want to happen. So let's get back here to the airport and we're gonna see, because we're in the airport now, but we're behind all the hangars here. And oh man, that sun. Let's go get into oh wow, I'm watching the windsock right now. The windsock's actually pinned, guys. I'm over here thinking that the winds were light today. Maybe they're not as light as I thought that they were. Hey, I see Mo. Cool, Mo's here. Mo's a good friend of mine. He's actually a really great pilot. I like to call him friends, but we've only actually met a couple of times. And he's really a great guy. And he actually gave me tips on where to fly at, because I used to always fly basically right here and to the right of us right now. And what's great about Mo, I gotta look both ways. This is a runway I'm about to go on. I don't see any airplanes, guys. No airplanes. All right, so let's go. We always gotta be super vigilant about where we are going, because like, it's one thing to ride on these runways. It's never really a big deal, but I like to ride all the way off to the side for one, and two, I like to get right to where I'm trying to get to, but not go anything crazy speeds. And I could drive off the airstrip, but I like driving on the airstrip, guys. It's clean, it's smooth. I feel like it's just a lot nicer, you know? And you guys will see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go park in my favorite spot to try to watch airplanes, which is gonna be right over here to the right. And the sun glare will be kind of out of our way. Because really, guys, I could go park where I normally would, but we're not flying today. So check this out. I want to look both ways, so I'm going to cross over the intersection, or the runway again, the airstrip. Dude, and man, I've had airplanes come here so fast and taxi, guys, that it scared the crap out of me, you know? But let's hope that we can see some air traffic today, guys. Get out of that sunlight, right? Brutal. Yeah, keep it like that. So what's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are at the airport. Hopefully we can see some air traffic today. But like you guys can tell, which I'll turn the camera around. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Yo, what's up, man? Took off today at 1. You should take a look. Okay, no kidding. What, were you here earlier, man? What's going on, dude? And hey, what's your name again? If you don't mind letting me know. So right now, the only airplane that I see that's outside is that one way over here, dude. Can I zoom in on it? Where is it? Right there, do you see it? It's right to the left of that green hangar. It's actually in between the green hangar and that tan one over there. And then Mo. Oh, Mo must have just left. Mo's got his airplane. So he must not be flying then. He must not be flying right now. Gosh, guys, man, I really do enjoy just being here. This is definitely... Whoa, you hear that? I hear planes. So you gotta think, the weather is pretty nice probably for the airplane. So let's see what the winds are. I think you missed it. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Because right now it's what time is it right now? It is, oh man, I can't even see what time it is on there. Oh, it's 3:30. I'm holding my phone in my hand and I'm trying to look at what time it is on this one. Okay, so let's check out the winds today, guys. So like I said, I only have like 20 minutes of hanging out here, which is great, but not great, because if I had the paramotor, we could have went out for probably at least a 10-minute flight, which would have been epic. But let's see what the winds actually are. Oh, of course they're not that high. But let's see, though. That's all right, though. Yesterday, me and Asmat went up for an epic flight, which you guys can go check out on my stories. Okay, so right here in the middle of the airport at Woodbine, let's see. Oh, I'm loading errors here. Why? Maybe I don't have any internet? Wow. So right now, it says it's only 7 miles an hour, but I've seen the windsock go pinned, so there's no way. So let's do the wind gust. Let's see what the gusting winds are. Gusting winds are 16 miles an hour right now, guys. That means 100% flyable. So the only thing, though, right now, if we were to go take off, like, right at this moment, probably at, like, 4:30, because it was so warm out today, it would be very bumpy because of the thermals, right? But their thermals would be probably very light, though, today. And really, I didn't even check if there was a wind shear. And if for some of you guys that aren't aware about a wind shear is like the levels of wind, you know? Because, like, say right here on the ground, it's saying that we got 16 miles an hour with, like, a 7-mile-an-hour winds. But up top, like 1,000 feet up to 2,000 feet, it can be way high winds in a totally different direction, which is very, very dangerous. So let's go back to the winds, and let's go up to, I think the lowest I can go to is 2,000 feet. All right, so 2,000 feet. So check that out, guys. 2,000 feet, the winds are actually a lot higher. So that's kind of very dangerous, right? So let's see at 5,000 feet. All right, 5,000 feet. Wow, winds are totally different direction. And check that out. Look at that. 5,000 feet, 30 miles an hour. And that's just the regular winds. That's actually super, super dangerous to fly in, right? Because that's like well over 15 miles an hour more winds than what it is right here on the grounds right now. So that could be very, very scary, guys. Man, I wish that there were some airplanes flying around so we can see them come in and land. Because, dude, there's been times, guys, right where I'm sitting, I've seen airplanes come in. Man, they would land right basically in front of us and scare the crap out of me. Because a lot of times I just sit here and I like to write in my book and stuff like that. And I like to write about my flights, you know what I mean? I have a flight book. And I also have like a, it's more like a journal that that helps me stay in check, you know? Because I really do enjoy writing about my days, right? And the whole idea is, I guess, around it is that if I'm ever having like bad times and stuff like that, I try to look back in my books and read about my good times and see what I was doing that was making things so great at that time, you know? And I feel like, you know, like our minds, they're not like, I just feel like it's really important to write things down, at least for my life, because I feel like it keeps me in check better, you know? And also, sometimes I'll catch myself writing like what I spend all my money on, and it's funny because it's like, I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or what, but I'm realizing that I don't even want to spend any money anymore on anything, you know, and I just want to save and have money. And I actually have a couple issues with my teeth. You know, I knocked a lot of my teeth out when I was younger, and teeth are very expensive if you guys aren't aware of that. And I already have a couple fake implants that are up on the top, and I still need a few more, but they're up there. And it's like, I'm trying to figure out things of what I should really be doing right now with my life. And it's like trying to definitely get that finished with my teeth. And then obviously I was having severe hip problems and stuff, and I got that all looked at, made sure I didn't need hip surgery, which at the beginning they told me I needed hip surgery. And now I've been like going to therapy so much, which I haven't gone recently because I've overcame it. And I guess I built the muscles up around my hip to be okay for now, you know, and I got to keep up on that to help keep my bone off a bone, right? So that's great. And then also, I've been having these terrible headaches, right? That they're pretty bad. And what's crazy about the headaches that I have is they're like very bad migraines, right? And in the beginning, I didn't know what they were. I actually got my head scanned, making sure I didn't have a tumor or anything. It was so funny. I'll never forget. I asked I had these 3 ladies that were like making me lay on this bed and put this like football helmet on. And then I had to get put in this big machine. And they were trying to tell me, like, hey, if you get claustrophobic or anything, say something, we'll bring you out. And I'm like, well, I'm going to just tough it out. How long can it be? And it was like a 15-minute process or something like that. And I did it, and it was so funny when I came out. The lady was like, she was like looking at my head, and I saw her looking at all my scans of my head, making sure I guess I didn't have a tumor or anything. And I asked, I said, "Hey, do you see anything in there?" And she goes, "Nope, I don't see anything." and I said, "There's nothing in there." And it was just really funny because like me and the three ladies all laughed really hard because that's not obviously what she meant. She meant obviously like there was no tumor or any kind of like clots or anything that they would clearly could tell, at least from the pictures that they were pulling up. And that made me really happy because, dude, I get the headaches in the same spot always, right behind my left eye, like right here. And they're so bad sometimes that they'll make my eyes go blurry. And then I found out from going to a couple other different doctors, they were like, "Oh, you have a deviated septum, you know, did you ever break your nose before?" And I'm thinking, I don't know, I've got hit in my face, like from falling a lot. Maybe I broke my nose one of those times or really fractured it, you know, I don't know. And so my nose has a deviated septum, right? And then they were trying to tell me like, "Oh, we need to do sleep studies on you," all this kind of stuff. And they did all this stuff. And then they found out that I just had really bad migraines in the end, right? It was just these really bad migraines that I get. And then they basically they make me sit down sometimes, you know, to the point where like, wow, I can't focus on anything. I gotta sit, you know? And sometimes they come at me so intense and then they totally disappear. It doesn't make any sense, right? And so then the doctors were like, and I have nothing bad to say about any of the doctors or people that are in that field because, you know, it takes a lot for them to really learn how to help other people out, right? And I just, you know, they try to prescribe me this type of pills, right? And they told me, "Hey, you know, your hands could potentially be going numb, you know, sometimes taking this kind of medicine." And I'm thinking, my hands are going to go numb? And I'm thinking, if I feel that, then I'm not going to take this medicine anymore. So the first day I took it, I didn't feel anything, you know? Second day I take it, no headaches though, right? I'm like, wow, this feels great. Because normally I used to wake up with them almost every single day. And this is like the first time I woke up and thinking like, wow, this is the second day. I don't feel anything. It's working. So later on that day, I started to feel like I was wearing gloves. And I wasn't wearing gloves, right? And I'm thinking, man, my hands feel funny. And I wasn't even thinking about how the doctor told me that my hands were going to go numb. I wasn't even thinking about it at the time. Third day comes around, right? I'm on the medication. I feel like now it's definitely really in my system. By like the end of the third day, my hands were numb when I was touching things, and I realized I couldn't feel things that I was touching. And I was like, whoa, I was like, can I really not feel that? It felt like all my fingers really were numb. Like I felt like my palm, but I couldn't feel my fingers. And I'm like, wow, I don't like this at all, you know? So I told myself, I'll try it again, you know, one more day, you know? So now we're on the fourth day. My hands are like completely numb, and I absolutely hated it. So I called the doctor. They told me that I should be on it for 1 full month. And I was like, man, I work with my hands, you know? The first I felt like I was wearing gloves, and now I feel like I don't even feel my fingers. Like it's really bugging me out, you know? And they were trying to tell me, be calm, you know? If it's making you really worrisome, instead of taking it every day, take it every other day. And I said, okay, I'll try that. So then the next day came, still no headaches. Where are you driving to, buddy? We're actually at the airport right now, man. What's going on, Austin? What's happening? We're here at the airport. We're sitting at the one part of the runway right now. And I was just reminiscing about stupid things, really, about all my health issues and what I'm trying to do to better myself at the moment and what's the next move, you know? But long story short, I got to the point where I didn't make it past 10 days on doing the medication because, dude, my hands were so numb. But my headaches were completely gone, which was incredible. And I loved that my headaches were completely gone. But the crazy thing was, I just didn't like dude, after not taking the pills, it took another 3 days. So now we're on day 13. And the day 13 is when I started to feel my hands again. And it's crazy because I told the doctor, I was like, I'm not taking the medicine anymore, no matter what. I just don't care. I said, that was not cool. I said, yeah, my headaches are gone. That's great, you know? But I was like, but what? I got to sacrifice my hands to get my headaches away? I'd rather all day deal with these headaches than ever deal with my hands not feeling anything. And so what was so weird, though, guys, for like almost 2.5 months, 3 months, I didn't have any more headaches. He's at the Woodbine Airport. I am at the Woodbine Airport. And like I was saying, guys, yeah, I just don't have, like those headaches still come back to me now, but they're nowhere near as bad as they used to be. And dude, I don't know if it was from taking that medicine that helped calm it down dramatically, because they're not as bad as where they make me sit down anymore, I've noticed. But I don't know if it was just something that was going on with me at the time, but it was bad, dude. And I've always had these headaches since I can ever remember. And you know what's funny? I used to smoke cigarettes all the time. And I haven't smoked a cigarette, geez, in probably close to like 10 years. But when I used to be a cigarette smoker, I used to think that the cigarettes were giving me headaches all the time. And then I remember when I quit smoking cigarettes, I was still having those headaches. And I'm like, it's clearly not the cigarettes, you know. And then I used to maybe think, well, maybe it could be, you know, maybe sometimes my drinking, you know. I just, dude, I like stopped doing so many things just to see what it really could have been. And then in the end, I just think that I have severe migraines sometimes. And I just like to say that they're more on the mild side than anything now, but still. But yeah, you know what, guys? I guess what we should do is we'll hang out here for a few minutes. Let's just hope that we'll see some airplanes. Let's turn this around. And let's just hope that we'll see something. So do you guys want to go? Let's go all the way to the end of the strip, guys, so you guys can at least maybe see the whole runway. And let's hope, because the way that the winds are right now, make sure that there's no lights right here for me to run over. They just put all brand new lights in, guys. Look, see how I can actually ride off on the left side here like this, which we'll do right now. See how I can do that? The left side's not bad, or the right side. We got both sides like this that has like 10 feet or 12 feet or so. I want to see the high exposure planes. Yeah, so what we'll do, man, if you just give me a few minutes here, what we'll do is we'll ride out. I wanted to move a couple things in the back of my van really quick. I didn't know if anybody was really going to be on the live stream or not. And I really appreciate all you guys for being on here. So what I just figured is we're going to come around here. This is where I also do some of my flying right here, guys, in this other field too, by the way. What I wanted to do, though, guys, is come around here so you guys can at least see the whole strip. And hopefully we'll see a plane fly over us and land. Because, dude, there's been a lot of times where I've been parked just like this. Dude, I've had planes I thought almost touched my van from sitting just like this. Oh, no, my gas light just came on, guys. All right, so let's just sit like this for a minute. I have some things that I have to really take care of here. So let's see. Let me just do my paperwork, guys. So what's going on, man? So what's everybody up to today for their Mondays? Anybody got anything planned today? What's the scoop? My plans are today. Oh, no. Oh, no, what? What are we knowing right now, my man? What happened? Did something happen with the, Did something happen? Like I said, I'm just going to write in my book here for a minute. Oh, my gas. It's all right. You know what's so funny about this van, dude? Is that, I've actually gotten over 100 miles on my reserve before, if you guys can believe it. This gas tank is so big on this thing that it's super annoying, actually, how big the gas tank is, because it'll just never end. And then, like, every time I fill the tank up, dude, I get so many miles out of the van when I do that. So that's why a lot of times I'll just fill it up halfway, because it's so annoying, actually. Dude, I hear airplanes, guys. Dude, hopefully we see some airplanes take off, guys. What do you think? The headwind is right behind us, so I would like to think they would use this runway here, especially if the winds are a little bit on the higher side. Damn it. Like I said, I'm just trying to write here in my book, too. I normally always write my business stuff down, too, like my actual working business, that my carpentry work that I do. I like to write everything down, what I did for the day and stuff. To me, it's really important to do that, because if I don't, I really do forget. And plus, tax time is right around the corner, so I'm trying to get all my stuff in order from last year now. So, hey, you guys think that we're going to get our taxes taken away from us? I would be pretty happy about that. But it's also scary, because they're like, oh, yeah, no more taxes, no more IRS. But then nobody realizes that they're probably going to be upping the prices on everything. Dude, I hear an airplane, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to move, because I don't want to miss out. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the side. All right, hold on a second, guys. We're going to go to the one corner here, because just in case if they go and take off and they're over on the other runway, there's 3 runways here, right, at the airport. 2 are the main ones. One other one you can use, but it's mainly used for taxiing. I'll show all you guys here in just one second. Right now, we're actually driving on the grass. It's a little bit rougher. Show you. But I do hear an airplane, so I just want to make sure that if we come over to this corner, we'll see the airplane at least take off. All right, where is it at? I heard an airplane, guys, but I don't see one. So we're going to stay right here, guys. Like I said, I want to write my book. I'm going to move a couple things around out in the back here really fast, too. All right. Let's listen for a second, see if we hear that airplane again. Dude, I hear something, man. Where is it, though? I see Mo's over there. I wonder if his airplane's out already. He might be up in the air flying around, which would be epic. Okay, so... Guys, I'm hearing an airplane, but I'm not seeing it. So let's just keep our eyes peeled, all right? Where's the airplane at, guys? Dude, I see an airplane way high. Might be the... Yeah, dude, I see an airplane way high where I don't even think we can capture it on the video right now. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't see any of the hangars open right now. So I'm not sure what I was just hearing. But hey, man, if you stay on for another few more minutes, we'll, I'll go drive on the strip where all the airplanes are so you can see them, okay? So just give me one more minute. I don't see any airplanes though right now. Well, I see the one that's way high, but... Hold on, I'm almost done actually putting all my stuff away too. Alright, so now that's done. Alright. Okay, so now, dude, I don't see any airplanes. Oh, stupid gas light. Alright, so right now, MJ Pawnee is outside. Man, you're really on it. Is that here at the airport right now? Do you want to go see that? I want to get back on the airstrip here and go zoom around. Make sure I'm never running over any of these lights. All right, I don't see any airplanes, so let's go back down the runway, all right? I don't see anybody. All right. Like I said, I don't want to hit any of those brand new lights here. All right, guys, so like I said, the rule is when we drive on this airstrip, man, we gotta be very, very alert and make sure that we are never in the way of any other aircraft. Whether if we're driving this, and especially when we're flying paramotors, guys. Wow, do you guys see how the wind has dead stopped since I've been here? Dude, check this out. I gotta drive over here and get off this runway. Dude, do you see the windsock? I'm driving up to the windsock right now, guys, if you guys know what I'm doing. I'm driving right up to it. Dude, check it out, guys. No wind. Dude, we got here. That thing was almost pinned out when we first came here. All it takes is 15 mile an hour, guys, to have one of these actually go all the way out. Pawnee is outside. I can see him sitting there at Oh, where you are right now? Is that what you mean? Pawnee is outside. I can see him sitting there. Where are you at right now, man? I think high exposure planes are flying. Oh, okay, I see. Man, that windsock, guys. Perfect time to go paramotoring right now, but of course we gotta go home. We gotta go home and clean properties. Dude, I'm just totally driving right across all this stuff. Dude, I don't understand. Like, this all used to be like concrete that I'm actually driving on, and then all this grass, dirt has grown over it. I don't know why these. All right, guys, this is the run one way that I don't really want to drive on. This is the main one, 13. I don't see any airplanes, but dude, Mo's airplane is so fast. Dude, somebody did a burnout on the runway here. All right, now airplanes. All right, we'll take a drive across here. Normally, I don't like to do that, but this is the taxi runway. We're allowed to drive on this too, but not for that long. You know, we should be on and off of it, because really I can just go to the left right now and get right off of it. But I'll show you guys everything really quick. Show you where the gas pump is too, like where we always see like all the planes go to, and where I even attempt to go to sometimes. You know, this fuel is as clean as it gets. It's probably the cleanest fuel that we can buy around here. Right there. There's the gas pump, guys. Here's the helo pads, or the helicopter pads, whatever you want to call them. All the gas. That is a lot of jet fuel, airplane fuel, whatever you would like to call that too. Aviation fuel. That's so cool. Yeah, so I've even driven up my hot rod a few times right here. So ooh. There's always people out and about. Look at this guy just driving along. See that one airplane? That's right, man. That's where the banner planes put the gas at. That's it. Dude, I bet you Mo's out in his airplane right now living the dream. That's awesome, dude. Good for you. Because normally when I'm here and I'm flying, Mo always comes out and says what's up. And like I said, Mo's hangar's right here that we just drove past. And he's got this really cool small sport plane, you know, and this sport plane that he has is like this really cool, like green and yellow. Dude, it might be even just a one-seater airplane, to be honest with you. I don't even know if it's a two-seater or not, but it's super epic. All right, we're here waiting at the gate trying to get out now. Like I said, guys, I got stuff to do today, and plus, really, I can't wait to get home and shower. So I gotta get home, shower, and then leave again. But like I said, tonight's gonna be pizza night, and I don't know if you guys know, but I live in New Jersey where pizza is made right. And I've traveled a lot, and I have to say, I love pizza in a lot of other places too. There ain't no doubt about that. But some of the best pizza I ever had is right where I live. And I gotta tell you guys, if you guys ever want to see me go to any of those places, I actually think I could go fly to one of them. That would be cool. Show you guys one of my favorite pizza places. But you know what's crazy is like Tucker Gott already did the like flying to McDonald's thing and flying to a couple other fast food places, and I feel like he holds the title for that. So I normally don't ever want to do videos like that, really, but hey, I guess I could. So we'll see. in time, once the weather starts getting better, because I swear, once the weather starts to break and we have these longer days, things will be a lot better. I'll have, hopefully, a little bit of time, but really, I want to get a lot of work in, too, because, man, no work is no play, right? So, got to put in that work so we can play harder. I love working hard, and I love playing even harder, guys. So, but really, I'm just always here to try to have a good time in life, and I just like sharing this adventure that I'm on with you guys. I can't believe that, you know, I can make these videos and share them with you, and also do these live streams. You know, I thought about starting up like a podcast and trying to reach out to other paramotor pilots and talking to them about flying, you know. So it's always something that I think I would really enjoy doing, but that means I would have to travel, or, you know, there's a lot of people that are local that I could always go and talk to and stuff like that, you know, and really just get to know the paramotor community, you know what I mean? So, because, like, it would be cooler, though, to do the podcast in a way that would be more entertaining. Like, I've seen some podcasts that are some paramotor pilots that are great to listen to and stuff like that, but they don't get that many views, you know, and I feel like, you know, I don't understand that. I feel like it might be not that big of a thing to watch, I guess, or it's not really that well planned out. Like, hey, we do Friday night live podcast, or, you know, whatever. Like, we're live for the full thing on Friday, Saturday we post the video, you know, whatever, and then shorts all about some of the clips that we do, or whatever we're talking about. But, you know, like I said, like, you know, I would love to talk to pilots about, hey Daniel, maybe next time if I see high exposure planes take off, I'll let you know so you can watch them landing at KOBI. Yeah, that would be really cool, man. Definitely, I'm always interested in that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? I really do enjoy watching the banner planes, too. So when you say high exposure planes, do you also mean banner planes? Is that what you're talking about? And believe me, I'm not trying to ask you a stupid question. I'm actually always willing to learn new things. And like I said, I've never really heard of a high exposure plane. Is that what you're saying? High exposure planes. Yeah. So I'm not really 100% what you mean on that, or what KOBI is. If you don't mind to elaborate and let us know what you're saying. So, yeah, so like I was saying, like, I just really do enjoy making content. And, you know, I really like doing TikTok videos too, because TikTok lives seem to really boom for me. Like, sometimes I'm on there and I have a lot of new people that find me, and a lot of old people that find me that are from my other account. You know, I had a TikTok account where I posted everything in the beginning, and it's a shame to say, because there's a lot of videos that I posted on there that I've lost from my other GoPros, phones, whatever. And man, I hate to say it, but TikTok took my old account away from me, and you know, I really don't know why, and it's a shame, because like, I've tried reaching out to TikTok a lot, just saying like, hey, don't let anybody see my account then. Like, is there any way where I can just get my videos back? And I even had money in my account from people who used to send me money from my lives and stuff. And I didn't even care about the money. I just cared about those original beginner videos, and they're totally gone. And I would still like to think that TikTok one day would give them back to me, but it's gone. And I just have to forget about it. But what's cool about doing my recent lives, some of these other people are coming back and they're finally finding me. And what's funny is that my account name is basically the same thing, except I don't have the 29 in this new account. You know, that's on TikTok, you know. And what I found out about TikTok is you can't do these live streams while we're mobile, right? But I can, for some reason, go flying in the sky, and that's totally fine. So that's kind of neat. But really what I found out that the other day, which I would like to keep trying to do, is I want to push people, like, from while I'm doing a TikTok live over to my YouTube lives, right? Try to see if I can try to get people to kind of get to watch YouTube a little bit more. Also get to see my long-term videos that I put a lot of time into, guys. Some of my long-term videos I put a lot of time into, except my uncut videos. Like, you'll see me now recently be posting these uncut videos where I really actually enjoy posting some of these because I'll really share it all with you guys and not hide anything. And it's not that I'm ever hiding anything, I should say. I shouldn't have said it like that, but it's more or less I'm actually taking away my mess ups, the dull spots in our flying, you know, because like I've realized a lot of people don't like to watch over about 8 to 10 minutes of a duration time on my YouTube channel. So, meaning like I should always keep my videos then down around there. But then again, you know, I really do like to share it all with you guys. That was what it's really all about from the beginning. You know, I'm not here to, you know, try to be the best pilot out here. I'm not here to be the best YouTuber. I want to be a better YouTuber, yes. I want to make sure I'm making good quality content for everybody. And I really do try to make sure that in my next videos that I always make, they're always better and better. And that's why I've held back from posting a long-term video, because I actually don't think that they're that good. And that's why I've been holding back a little bit on some of those videos. And really, it's like I'm waiting for my GoPro helmet camera to come back so I can, you know, so I can just get some good quality content out, because there's some videos that I really want to make and post for you guys, but I'm just waiting. And really, like, I can hook up my GoPro 7 again, but I don't want that. I want my 3-way view, my selfie stick, my helmet camera, and my chase camera. You know, I love my chase camera, guys. My chase camera is like something that, like, it's just so nice all around. And really, I think I just want my 3-piece back, you know. I love my 3-piece, and my 3-piece, like I said, is really great. I feel like some good content, and you know how hard it is too, guys. And I'm not complaining, it's just hard to do, and I feel like there could be easier ways to do it, and I don't really know. And that's why I'm going to say this, Alex. If any of you guys know better ways of editing, I'm always open to hear about it. But like, it's so hard to take 3 different cameras. Let's say 3 different cameras, and sometimes additionally 4. So, and then like say take all 4 cameras. Let's just say 3, because that's really the most cameras I normally deal with. So let's take 3 cameras and 1 hour at a time each, right? So now we're talking about 3 hours. Now I need to figure out how to cram into 8 to 10 minutes of time, right? And a lot of my adventure flights that I go on are just me hanging out with my friends and sharing the epic adventure with you guys. And what's crazy is that, like, to me, the whole flight is exciting. And I do like to share it all with you and not really take any of it out. But like I said, my duration time is kind of on the low end then if I am sharing, say, flights that are about an hour long, typically, you know. And then sometimes, like, when I have something to really share or talk about, the flights can be a little bit easier, because then I'm kind of like on a mission then, right? And that's the videos that do get a lot of attention too, you know, because I do, you know, plan ahead, make the title first, make the thumbnail first, and then I go and try to push out the video, right? So that's where I go and try to make a video. And then sometimes, it's not that I do it backwards, but sometimes I'll know I'm going to go hang out with Pilot Tom, right? And say Pilot Pat at the same time. And I'll think to myself as I'm driving there, like, okay, this is going to be a totally different video now, you know, because now I thought I was going to be kind of flying alone, but now I know I'm going to fly with my 2 other friends, and I want to capture them, you know, because that's what's super exciting about my flying, is that, like, a lot of times my friends will whip their phones out and take photos, and we'll get a couple videos, right, which is epic. But like me, I'm so focused on trying to make sure I get my takeoffs, make sure I get my landings, and make sure we get that good epic middle part of the epic adventure, which is like foot drags, hopping over to other islands, like seeing how far we can go, right, on like a gallon of fuel. And I love it, you know, and I really love the idea of sharing that epic excitement with all of you guys. And that's really like what I'm doing, you know, and that's what I don't want you guys to miss out on. And that's what I like about my videos over, let's say, some other people I watch, because a lot of times you watch these other paramotor pilots and they're so serious and And I do respect it, and I like watching their videos because I watch their videos. But where's that crazy excitement? Where's all the, whoa, holy crap, that was close, like, that was crazy. Where did that wind come from, you know? And that's the stuff that, you know, people edit out that I don't like to edit out. That's the stuff that I want to share with you guys. Woo! So, I have a video of a collapse that I did when I was flying with Pilot Tom, and it was crazy. And what's really nuts is that for some reason my helmet cam didn't capture anything of it. It was just my 360 cam, and I need to share it because it's crazy. And what we did was that day was I was flying with winds that were considered offshore, and we were flying at the beach. And what was crazy was the winds trying to get above the buildings. You know, once I got above the buildings, yeah, the winds were still high, and it definitely felt pretty insane, and I had to be kind of heavy on my brakes. But I realized that flying with the buildings being in front of me still and the sand dune, you know, and the ocean behind me, dude, it was wild, wild, wild. And I mean, it was the bumpiest flight I've ever been on. And as soon as I got above the buildings, dude, half my wing just went right in. Dude, it folded up, and it took its inflation right back because I pulled on my brake and held my brake down, and it took it back. And as it took it back, I slowly like let off my brake at the same time, letting the glider get its load back on that side. Dude, we swung like a pendulum. Which way did I swing? I swung to the left, and then my right side grabbed, and then I swung pretty hard on my right side. And then when I got that, I just kind of throttled up easy, trying to climb because I wanted to get above those buildings, man. And once I was above the buildings, I was telling Tom what was happening, you know, because we were talking on the headset. And he was explaining to me, he was like, listen, be heavy on the brakes. You know what I mean? Not real heavy where you're going to stall the glider. Like, bring your brakes down to where you're just grabbing pressure on the glider. So there I was grabbing pressure on the glider. And what a big difference, because what I was doing was keeping my glider from shooting in front of me because the winds were so high. And if I probably did that when I was climbing above the buildings, that probably wouldn't have happened. And it was just super crazy, guys. And you know, I've experienced a few collapses where I felt all the slack on the one side of my lines, and then it will just come back, because a lot of the gliders that I was flying in the beginning were just beginner gliders. And that's what's great about some of those B-rated gliders, is that like a lot of times, like even without your input, they will correct themselves like pretty good, like most of the time. But don't get it wrong, sometimes something dramatic will happen where you have to do something about it, which I have never been in that situation yet. I think that every situation I've clearly been in has always been in a situation that my glider has easily been able to correct itself. Dude, my first collapse I took, I'll never forget it. I was flying with Azmat, and this is when I only had a helmet camera at the time. I was too scared to fly with a chase cam, and I didn't really understand how people were flying with selfie sticks yet. I didn't realize that people were seriously just like holding on to them barely with their takeoffs, and then they would sit on them and extend them out while they were up in the sky. I didn't realize that's what people were doing. And then, so in my first collapse that I ever took was with Azmat on my 4th paramotor flight. Yo, Mike, what's up, man? Hey, man, wearing your seatbelt. Good job. That's it, man, because of you, dude. Got to give it to Mike. Everybody, just so everybody's aware of what Mike was saying, Mike has caught me not wearing my seatbelt a couple times on these live streams, and I'm not trying to not wear my seatbelt. I do get a little distracted, guys, while I am talking, trying to do these lives. So big props to Mike for calling me out. I'm always here to hear it, guys. I'm never, ever upset to ever be called out on anything. But anyway, you know, like I was saying, that first collapse I had, I only had my helmet cam on. Dude, the winds were high. There was a wind shear the higher up we went. Dude, the wind shear was like, man, probably at like 1,500 feet. And I'll never forget it, guys. I remember, dude, I was going up, and I was telling Azmat, I was like, dude, I feel like the higher I go, I feel like the slower I'm going, you know, because we were talking in a headset. He's like, don't worry, everything's fine. He was flying a little bit of a spicier wing than I was. I was flying a very safe beginner glider, the glider that we're actually giving away. And dude, no kidding. We were crossing the waterway at the same time I was trying to climb. And what I did was I was a little nervous about everything, so I went back low. And then as I went low, I started to climb back up. I see my cat right now. We can't run him over. Hold on. Come here, Oliver. Hold on. Come here. Oz. No. Oliver. Get out of the way. I was gonna grab him, but dude, you too, man. And like I was saying, dude, I went low thinking that it would be a smarter move, but dude, I was going over water, and Azmat's like, yo, you gotta climb up, dude. What are you doing? Because, you know, if you're gonna fly over water, you gotta be high enough to make sure you can always collide to your landing if there's a motor out. You gotta remember, paramotoring is a type of flying you consistently gotta think of where you can always land. That's like a rule to it. But anyway, dude, I flew low, and he's telling me to climb, and I'm like, all right, and I went to go climb. As I was getting over like halfway through the water, dude, I took my first collapse. And man, I don't know if it was a frontal or if it was the side, but what happened was, when it happened, dude, I felt all this slack, dude. I pulled my brakes and I looked down, like, to the water instead of looking up. And dude, I don't know, man, it was so crazy. And Azmat was like, dude, what happened? And I said, dude, I just did a full collapse, I think. It was crazy, and I thought my camera caught it, but like I said, it was so crazy. You see me looking down at the camera, and then, dude, it's just a drop. And then, dude, you hear my wing take its whole load back. It took this, you know, it took it back, and it was just so crazy, guys. But regardless, that was a crazy flight. But it always seems like the roughest times I've ever had flying, guys, is at the beach when the winds are coming offshore. So don't fly winds offshore at the beach. But listen, guys, I'm about to go in the house. I got to shower. I got to get ready. I literally have no time. But it was cool that we got to go to the airport. It was great that I got to do this. Like I said, guys, I really try to push myself to do these lives. And sometimes I almost tell myself, don't do it. But I really do enjoy doing it. I really do appreciate all you guys for being on here. Like I said, it does mean a lot to me. It's like I said, it's harder to do. I hear my cat crying right now. Oliver, come here. You want to say goodbye to everybody? Hold on. Come here. So, here's my Oliver, aka Mr. Handsome. He's my indoor-outdoor cat. He's awesome. So, like I said, guys, I really do appreciate all of you for coming on. Like I said, you guys can be supportive. Make sure you definitely are subscribed. Make sure you definitely always drop a like. Make sure you always keep commenting. We got a giveaway going on this Friday, guys. I'm giving my glider away to one of you that are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm going to do it probably around, 4 o'clock Eastern time, okay? So 4 p.m. Eastern time, guys. I'm going to do that giveaway. I'm going to be giving away the Ozone Buzz 23 meter B-rated glider with a kiting harness for training purposes. Okay, who's cooking and what's for dinner? All right, so Mike, what's going on? I'm so sorry. I had to chew that, man. So, dude, dinner tonight is that we got to go to the island and go property manage one of the buildings. Lori and I. So we won't be doing any cooking. So we're going to go hit a pizza place. And I've been wanting to go to Mario's. So Mario's is on the island, but it's not on the boardwalk. We normally always go and murder the boardwalk pizza because it's freaking amazing. But it's so expensive. So I want to try Mario's. I found out when I was looking up Mario's, it's actually a friend of mine I graduated from high school that owns it. So I want to go be supportive and go get some pizza. And like I said, guys, maybe too, if like you guys want to see me doing live streams and stuff like that, that would be epic. But right now, I do not have any more time. We got to go get in the house, shower up, and we got to go. So till the next one, everybody, I really do appreciate all of you guys for being on the live. Like I said, hopefully the next live we'll be up flying around or we're cruising around again in the hot rod. Now all these roads are nice and clear. So until the next one, everybody, fly safe. Always be careful out there. And hey, always enjoy life, right? So until the next one, everybody,